Back at the top of the third here in Dyersburg. Appears we may have had some technical difficulties, so bear with us, folks. So David Ray here at Dyersburg State, 2-1. Eagles lead. Wyatt Diffie back out as he runs a two-seamer under the hands of Levi Bryant. Foul ball off to the third base side. 1-2 is the count to Levi Bryant. Fastball dotted knee high outside corner, and he gets the call for strike three. Coach Winders peering in at the home plate umpire from the third base box. He's not happy as they didn't get that call. But not the same pitch from my vantage point. So one out for the top of the order, and Jason Dunn, he singled, stole two bases. Scored a run. Takes that one, even the count at 1-1. Breaking ball and a big swing and a miss. One ball and two strikes to the leadoff hitter in the DH, Jason Dunn. He swings and misses. And down goes Dunn as Wyatt Diffie seems to be settling in.
Now batting, number 4, Garrett Sims.
Two outs for Garrick Sims. That's Garrick as in Lou Gehrig. Great baseball name. We've got a Garrick and a Cash Money in the visiting dugout. The 0-0 was upstairs, followed up by a breaking ball that breaks around the plate inside. 2-0 is the count to Garrick Sims. Next pitch upstairs. Tight strike zone today may make this one a long day. Sims from Helix High School in San Diego, California. Takes one dotted on the outside corner for a called strike. 3-0 is the count here with two outs. Wind picking up a bit from left to right. Gage Nesbitt waiting on deck. Swing and a miss to take the count to full, and a good fastball by Diffie. And he's feeling it a bit. The dugout's pumped in the home side, and a foul ball to continue the bat. The 3-2 spanked up the middle past the backhanding effort of Wyatt Diffie, and a two-out single for Garrick Sims, and that'll bring up Gage Nesbitt.
Now batting, number 1, Gage Nesbitt.
Nesbitt prepped at South Gibson High School and played for Coach Lynn Cates and Dad Bubba Cates, another West Tennessee father-son coaching combination in our area. Bubba Cates, longtime head coach at this very own Jackson State Community College at one time. Breaking ball missing inside to Nesbitt. Nesbitt two ways as well. Hitting .390 coming into today. 26 ribbies, leads the team. He takes a hefty swing, pulls off of it a bit, fouls it down the third base side. Nate Rutledge waiting on deck if Nesbitt can pass the line. Fastball, knee high, outside corner. Diffie, quality pitch there. He's ahead in the count, 1-2 now. Nesbitt struck out swinging back in the first. Small lead at first base. Breaking ball in the dirt, nice block by Turner. That ball in the lefty batter's box. Good crowd here today. Sun shines out. Cold temperatures this week. Good energy in the ballpark today. Best crowd for a home game this season. Wind picking up a bit now. Breaking ball swung on and missed. Scooped up by Turner. He tags him out. Nesbitt struck out for the second time, and that ends the inning. No runs on a hit. No errors, a runner left. Dyersburg State still up 2-1 as we go to the bottom of the third. Vaughn, Turner, and Cruz for the Eagles when we come back. Left fielder Connor Vaughn leads it off for Dyersburg State here. They'll take the lead, or take the field with the lead, I should say, in the top of the fourth. But looking to add to that here is Vaughn swinging a hot stick. Takes one down and away in the dirt. The 1-0 to Vaughn. Fastball lifted to left field. Lionel Williams one hands that one. And one out. Catcher Braden Turner steps in the box now. He reached third on a fly ball that was dropped by the center fielder, James Fenton. Dyersburg State failed to knock him in. Turner takes one on the inside corner, knee high for a called strike. Good two-seamer there. That ball running down and in. Turner lifts a 1-0 breaker to the second baseman, Levi Bryant. Bryant handles that, and 2 outs. Guillermo Cruz gets a turn here with 2 outs. Looking to extend the inning as Anderson Carey's poised for an easy one. The 0-0, first pitch breaker in there for a called strike. Carey second on the team in innings pitched. A 2-hopper to a diving glove side of the second baseman, Levi Bryant. He makes an excellent play and throws out Cruz. 4-3, and Carey faces the minimum. No runs, no hits, no errors, no runners left. Still 2-1, Dyersburg State. Rutledge Golf and Fenton for Jackson State after this. Wyatt Diffie back for his 4th inning of work. He leads 2-1. He surrendered 4 hits, has 4 strikeouts as well. 0-0 breaker, breaks around the plate, called a ball. Nate Rutledge singled and drove in the only run of the game for the Green Jays. Brady Byers made a great effort on that play as Rutledge is plunked in the foot, and he'll take first base.
Now batting number 2, Jace Golf.
So right-hander Jace Golf in the box now, trailing 2-1. Nobody out. Will the Green Jays be bunting here? If he comes set, Golf's not bunting, and he skies one up in foul territory on the first base side. Guillermo Cruz takes care of that, and Golf's retired. 1 out now for James Fenton. Wyatt Diffie 1 pitch away here from the ground ball double play. Fenton hitting .300 on the season is James Fenton. pick at first. Rutledge back safe. .60 at bats, 14 runs, 18 hits, 6 RBIs is Fenton. Rutledge 5 of 6 on the season, so he is a threat to steal. Breaking ball down and away, ball 1 to Fenton. Fenton singled and was hit on with a batted ball in the second on the hit and run. Pick to first. Rutledge jumping around at first and another pick. He's back safe. 1 out, good time to run to try to steal a base here. Another check of the pitch comm system. Fastball right down the middle, taken for a strike. It's Fenton trying to give Rutledge a chance to run as it appears there. Here with 1 out. Big lead at first now. Rutledge hadn't set his feet yet. Diffie dots one just outside the white line, the lefty batter's box there. No offer on that pitch from Fenton. He's ahead in the count, 2-1. A good time to hit and run as well. Stutz close to the base at second. He'll have the bag. Rutledge is on the move. Called strike. And he has another stolen base. Now 6 of 7 on the season. So the hit by pitch turns into a stolen base. And now the Green Jays have a runner in scoring position with 1 out. 2-2 the count to James Fenton. Fenton stays down on the knob, wiggles the bat. Breaking ball fouled away. Fenton from Germantown, Houston High School. Lionel Williams waiting on deck. The 2-2 again. Breaking ball in the dirt. Good block by Turner. So Fenton's worked the count to full. Two to one, 1 out here. Runner at second. Top of the 4th. Fenton jammed a bit. Gets his hands in enough to jerk that one a soft liner through the 6 hole. And Fenton now 2 for 2.
Now batting, number 23, Lionel Williams.
Well, first and third with 1 out for Lionel Williams. And we'll have a meeting on the mound. No action in the bullpen, so this is strictly strategy, I would say. Probably handle how they want to handle the early steal possibly at first, and the other first and third situations, whether the throw goes through or not. The home plate umpire joins the meeting on the mound. It's over with. Coach Cooper going makes his way back to the third base dugout. First trip for Dyersburg State. So a ground ball double play will do it and get Wyatt Diffie out of this inning as he looks to eat up 6+ innings today in this 9-inning game. First pitch, down and away. Good take by Williams. The 1-0. Long check at first by Diffie. A good save by Turner to keep that one from going to the backstop. 2-0 now. Cash Money waiting on deck. Runners on the move. That pitch missing down and away, and a snap throw to third hits the runner Rutledge in the elbow. And he'll score. Nice job of coming back inside the line by Rutledge and makes the tag play hard at third there, and to go in standing up as well. He's probably out if he dives back. Something nobody taught us as a kid. Snap throws from the catcher at third, come back inside the line, standing up. Fastball just above the letters, or just above the belt, below the letters, called a strike. Infield in now. So Fenton gets credit with a stolen base. Rutledge scores on the error by Turner. 2-2 is the score now. Another good play by Turner. And Lionel Williams draws a walk. So first and third again. Still just one out. Score knotted at 2. Conference battle here in Dyersburg, Tennessee. Runner showing fake bunt or bunt. It's a safety squeeze. Diffie will have to go to first as nobody was covering second. As that possibly could have been a double play ball with the catcher Cash Money running. So Money will get credit with a sacrifice, I assume. And he's thrown out 1-3 for the second out. But nothing gained other than 90 feet by the runner at first. So a good play by Wyatt Diffie to hold the runner at third. As Dyersburg State has right-handed action in the bullpen. First pitch to Levi Bryant. Two-seamer down and in, fouled off down the left field line. Samuel Barnes warming up for Dyersburg State. Breaking ball lifted into center field. Holden Strain and Brady Byers nearly collide, but Strain takes it. Dyersburg State lucky there to avoid a collision. But Jackson State ties it up, now 2-2. They get a run on one hit, one Dyersburg State error, and 2 runners left. Bottom of the fourth, Dyersburg State will send up Diffie, Richards, and Brady Byers. 2-2 here at Dyersburg State. Wyatt Diffie in the box. Takes a breaking ball in there. For strike one, maybe a change up. A lot of spin, a lot of junk from Anderson Carey. Then he'll run that fastball in under the hands of the righties. Hard slider that time, down and away. Doesn't have to be pretty, just effective. Keep the hitter off balance, miss the barrel. Another bender. Starts at the corner and breaks off the plate. No offer from Diffie. Dyersburg State hitters doing a pretty good job with very few chases. Fastball knee high outside corner. Got to hit that. When Carey gives in and gives you the fastball to hit, got to hit it backside there. It's a good pitch to hit. Probably the only pitch he's going to get to hit in many cases in an at-bat from a guy like Carey. This time, Carey starts one at the outside corner and runs it off the plate. Great sequence there to get a swing and a miss from Wyatt Diffie. First strikeout of the game for Anderson Carey. Darian Richards in the box. Takes fastball outside corner. The Dyersburg State hitters just won't pull the trigger on the fastball away and go backside. Next one's a bender in the dirt. Richards hitting 188 on the season. Dyersburg State with only one hitter hitting above 300. That's Jordan Williamson, team leader at 324. Dyersburg State hitting 239 as a team. Richard takes the next pitch upstairs, called a ball. 2-1's the count. Breaking ball below the knee, capped to the first base dugout, likely cut that ball. Soft contact there. A great pitch from Anderson Carey. 2-2 now to Darian Richards here with one out. Game knotted at 2. Moving along the bottom of the fourth. He fouls one down the first base or the right field side. Jay Scoff gives chase. Can't put on the brakes, and he collides with the right field wall. And that doesn't look good. Bullpen up to check on him. Coach Winders out of the dugout to check on his right fielder. And he's already making his way back. So it appears Jace Goff will stay in the game as he took a pretty good shot, went head first into the right field wall, the foul side. Head trainer here at Dyersburg State, Sabrina Clark, makes her way out there with her medical bag. She'll check on Jace Goff. Trainers here at Dyersburg State, they do a great job with the athletes. And Goff waves everyone off, and he's ready to play. Kudos to that young man as he smoked that fence. So back to baseball here. Count still 2-2. 1 out. Darren Richards still in the box. Goff rubbing his knee. He may have banged that right knee into the wall. Wind blowing left to right. Goff with a valiant effort there. Put the brakes on a little late. The 2-2. Another foul ball. Richard choked up off the knob, gets a breaking ball, turns on it over the bullpen of the Dyersburg State Eagles. Carey gets a new sign, the 2-2 again. Dandy breaker and a great spoil by Darian Richards as that foul ball flipped with one hand over the first base dugout to stay alive. Best curveball of the day from Carey. He throws another bender in there, and Richards lifts it into left center field. Center fielder Fenton settles under that one, and Richards is retired. 2 outs for Brady Byers. Byers walked back in the second. Dyersburg State scoring their 2 runs in the first 3 hitters of the game. They've yet to score a run since. First pitch to Byers, inside on the white line. Good 2-seamer, and Byers doing a nice job of laying off that pitch. It's destined for the handle of the bat. Breaking ball, Byers lifts it to Lionel Williams, out on his front foot a bit, and he's retired. So Anderson Carey eats up another inning as he retires Dyersburg State in order. No runs, no hits, no errors, no runners left. Top of the order for the Green Jays, and Dunn, Sims, and Nesbitt coming up.
Now batting, number 24, Jason Dunn.
Top of the order, and Jason Dunn for the Jackson State Green Jays. Dunn 1 for 2. He scored a run, 2 stolen bases, and he's plunked in the back with a breaking ball. And not a good start for Wyatt Diffie.
Stepping in the box, number 4, Garrett Sims.
So Garrick Sims, the shortstop now. 2-2 game. Good chance he's bunting here. Pick to first. No sign of the bunt. Sims flew out to left and singled in his last at bat. Pretty good lead at first. Ball in the dirt. Nice play by Turner. Sam Barnes still throwing in the Dyersburg State pen. Is Diffie getting close to about where he's maxed out in some previous work. Coach Gorman would like to get 6 out of Diffie today. Ground ball double play here would help his cause. Fastball, knee high, outside corner, called strike 1. Great pitch. Diffie doesn't get a lot of strikeouts. 15 on the season coming in today in 26 innings pitched, but does have 4 strikeouts today. Looking for the right contact here to roll a pair. Pitcher's best friend. Cruz holding the runner at first. Bigger lead this time. Dunn's not running. A fly ball to Holden Strain. Deep center field. He turns the wrong way but recovers and makes that play. So big out there. And Wyatt Diffie's 1 pitch away. Gage Nesbitt stepping in the box for Jackson State. 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts so far. Good fastball. Dotted just outside the corner of the plate, framed up nicely by Turner. A called strike. Jackson State wearing the green jerseys with the gray pants, white piping. Dyersburg State wearing the home-standing solid whites. Big lead at first by Dunn. Long hold by Wyatt Diffie. Dunn's on the move. Hit and run his own. Pitch down and away. Swing and a miss to protect the runner. So stolen base for Dunn, his 3rd of the day. Dunn coming in today. He gets a great dirt ball read on a backhanded glove save by Turner to keep that ball from the backstop, and he takes 3rd on the wild pitch. Great effort by Turner there. Dunn 1 for 1 coming in today. Now 4 for 4 on the season in stolen base attempts. A 1-hopper to the backside of Darian Richards. And a good scoop by Guillermo Cruz at first. And we'll have a discussion between the 2 umpires as to whether Guillermo Cruz pulled his foot off the bag. And from my vantage point, he may have came off early. The call is confirmed, and we'll have an out at first. A nice play by Cruz to save Richards there. Nesbitt retired 6-3 and 2 outs with the infield in.
Batting number 46, Nate Rutledge.
So that'll leave it for Nate Rutledge. He was hit by a pitch, scored a run back in the 4th, and we'll have a new pitcher as Rutledge is intentionally walked. And Sam Barnes will come in to face Fenton. So right-hander Samuel Barnes gets the call. Coach Cooper going. And Wyatt Diffie is done as far as mound work for today. We'll see if he'll remain the DH. Good chance he will. So Diffie goes 4 2/3. He struck out 4. It's like 2 walks credited. Diffie also surrendering 5 hits. Early steal from first is on. Dyersburg State plays that to a tee, gets the ball to Bennett Stutz at second. The runner, Rutledge, scampers back. No chance to score from third for Dunn. But Jace Goff here, and a pick to first as Rutledge is back. Barnes with 2 outs here facing the right-hander, Jace Goff. Barnes' 14th appearance. He slides one in there. 3/4 arm slot. Outside corner, called strike 1. Barnes' 14th appearance. He's 1-0. 3 saves. Tied for the team lead with Cruz. Picked to first, and Rutledge is picked off. Rundown is on, and somehow the runner gets back at first base. And we'll have another discussion. tough for a two-man crew there. It's a home plate umpire's got to stay at the plate. Can't rotate down the line to help there. The base umpire on an island by himself. There'll be some discussion on the out call or safe call at first. Doubtful to be overturned, as Cruz didn't do a very good job of coming off the bag and making the play in the baseline to leave no doubt for the umpire. So Jackson State trying some small ball. First and third with 2 outs, down in the count of strike. They try to get in the rundown after getting picked off at first. Still a long discussion on the field between the umpires. And the call will be overturned. And Coach Winders isn't happy about it. Coach Winders has a word for the home plate umpire, who obviously overturned the call. So Rutledge has picked off 1-3 to 6-3, and that's the third out of the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, 1 runner left. Score still tied at 2. Crazy sequence here at Dyersburg State as they're able to get out of that inning and minimize with first and third, 1 out. Jackson State unable to get a run. Strain, Stutz, and Williamson for Dyersburg State in the top of the 5th as they look to break a 2-2 tie. Anderson carries back for his 5th inning of work for Jackson State. Coach Michael Winder still unhappy in the visiting dugout with the overturned call at first base. Dyersburg State lucky to not allow a run there. Pitch to Holden Strain. Slider inside. Moves him out of the way, and he taps his chest, as they said, his fault for not taking the hit by pitch. Next one out over the middle of the plate, a straight one, and lined back up the middle by Holden Strain. So Strain 2 for 3 now on the day, as a double popped out to short and a single. So Bennett Stutz here with nobody out. He's already sacrificed once. Hit by a pitch, good chance he's bunting here. Pick to first, no show of bunt. Runner first, nobody out. 2-2 here, bottom of the 5th. Strain fake stealing. Stutz not bunting. He rolls over and a foul ball down the third base side. Love the utilization of the fake steal by Coach Cooper going. Average lead and a pick to first. Strain's back in time. Strain coming today hitting .275 on the season. He's 10 of 14 on the season in stolen base attempts as Stutz takes called strike 2. So Stutz probably not bunting now with 2 strikes. Will Strain be on the move? Leads on the right foot, but he's not running as that pitch, a waste pitch in the lefty batter's box. So can Bennett Stutz move the runner up here? One job when he's done hitting, runner at second at the minimum. Slow slurve, run off the plate. A great pitch by Anderson Carey to get a swing and miss, and Bennett Stutz is down on strikes. 1 out for Jordan Williamson. Williamson just missing homer number 2 for the day after he flew out right field his last at bat. Another pick to first. Rutledge struggling a bit at first to pick that one up out of the pitcher's hand. Better lead by Strain, and he's back again on the pickoff move, diving back in head first. Fastball up and away to Williamson. Carey doesn't get the call there. The 1-0. Williamson behind this one. Flies to Lionel Williams in left field. Strain tags, but bluffs. 2 outs now for Connor Vaughn. Good time to run. To hold a Strain, worth the risk to get in scoring position for Connor Vaughn, who leads the team in RBIs with 21. If Connor Vaughn can pass the line, Braden Turner waits on deck. Vaughn takes called strike 1 on a looping breaking ball that clips the outside corner. Lefty action in the Green Jays pen. Carey with a long hold, a slide step. Vaughn, a soft liner to the second baseman, Levi Bryant. And just like that, we move to the top of the 6th. No runs on a hit, no errors, a runner left. Score still tied at 2 here at Dyersburg State. Goff, Fenton, and Williams for the Green Jays when we come back. Stay with us, folks. Great day for baseball here at Dyersburg State. Thank you for joining us. Samuel Barnes completes his warm-up tosses here in the top of the sixth. Freshman right-hander, 5'10", from Bartlett, Tennessee. Crossfire action. A little bit of three-quarter delivery, tough on the righties. Goff back in the box as he was to end the fifth, as Rutledge was caught up in the rundown at first base. First pitch slider, Frisbee style from Barnes, called strike to Goff. Another three-quarter delivery lifted softly over the head of Guillermo Cruz down the right field line, and a Texas Leaguer single for Jace Goff. Goff 1 for 3 now on the day. And that'll bring in James Fenton. Well, Coach Winders utilized the bunt here as he's shown that they will play some small ball. Fenton swinging, and he spanks another one off the hands into the 6 hole, just like before. So Fenton now 3 for 3 on the day.
Number 23, Lionel Williams.
Fenton's raised his average. So surely the Green Jays are bunting here with first and second, nobody out. Lionel Williams in the box. Williamson in on the grass, cut, facing the runner at second. He'll come get the hard bunt. Inside move by Barnes at second. Probably called from the dugout just to see if Williams will show the bunt, and he did not. Now Cruz plays in front of the runner at first. The bunt is not on, and Lionel Williams smacks one to the right fielder Byers. Goff late tagging up at second, and a good throw to the infield by Byers, and no tag, as he did a good job of getting behind that ball and made a strong throw.
Now batting number 3, Cash Money.
Not a bad effort by Lionel Williams as he lined out to the right fielder, but one out and no advancement of the runners. And Cash Money, the catcher for Jackson State, a double play candidate here if Sam Barnes can induce the ground ball. Check of the runner. A cap job to the first base dugout as the front shoulder of Cash Money, catcher from Spring Hill, Tennessee. He pulls off of that one. Front shoulder flying out on the three-quarter delivery from Sam Barnes. Good two-seamer, runs below the knee. No offer from Cash Money there. Slow slider from Barnes, swung on early and missed by Money. Barnes has him in the hole, 1-2. No action in either pen. Low-scoring ball game surprises the likes of a few of us here in the press box. Barnes skates one up in front of Turner, and it bounces and gets away from him. And a wild pitch moves the runners up. If Goff was able to tag up on the liner to Byers in time and make it to third, he would have scored, and the Green Jays would have the lead. Middle infield's back, and a swing and a miss as Barnes throws the slurve in the lefty batter's box, and Money runs out of bat.
Now batting number 7, Levi Bryant.
2 outs. The big strikeout from Samuel Barnes. 9-spot Levi Bryant in the box, and you can bet Barnes will come after him on the top of the order. Jason Dunn. Slurve in the lefty batter's box, and a hockey save by Turner as he dives and somehow gloves that ball. playing on dirt, that probably gets to the backstop. Turf infield cut here at Dyersburg State. Grass outfield. The 1-0. Two-seamer at the letters. Runs under the hand of Bryant. He doesn't like the call. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 outs. Second and third. Infield's deep. Outfield's straight away. Connor Vaughn sort of shallow in left. Good two-seamer, dotting the outside corner, and another called strike, and Bryant just shakes his head. It's a great pitch by Sam Barnes. That ball running back towards the plate. Got to go backside for you young hitters. Slow breaker, fouled off of Turner. The whole plate umpire will give him a minute. Fly ball skied to Holden Strain. He claws off Brady Byers, and Sam Barnes pitches around any threat. And Jackson State fails to score. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, 2 runners left. Score still tied at 2. Turner, Cruz, and Diffie after the break. Scores of interest from around the conference. Walter State hosting non-conference action and perennial power Wabash Valley. Walters took game 1 4-1. Final from Cleveland State. Ball State 7, Cleveland State 4. Top of the 7th, game 2 at Walters. They lead Wabash Valley 11-5. 2-2 is our score here. Braden Turner in the box, 273 on the season, 66 at bats, 12 RBIs, a homer, 3 doubles, 18 hits. He shows bunt, lays down a beautiful drag bunt, and it rolls off the foul line, just foul. If you miss foul for you young players out there. Don't want to miss to the pitcher's side. So nice attempt by Turner there as he showed late, dropped that back foot, and just missed a base hit there. Turner, a freshman from Covington, Tennessee, 6 foot, right-hander. Takes that one outside. The next Anderson carry offer breaks off the plate. Coach Winders back to the front of the dugout, shaking his head as he feels they've yet to get a break. Change up, runs inside off the plate, 3-1 to Turner. 3-1 fastball. Inside corner, knee high. Good 3-1 take by Turner, who's not scared to hit with 2 strikes. The 3-2. Ball 4 gets to the backstop. Dyersburg State with the go-ahead run now. Nobody out. Guillermo Cruz in the box. Doubtful he'll be called on to bunt here. Cruz, not the speediest of runners, so he's a double play candidate. He's not bunting, and he lifts one to shallow left field. Long run for Lionel Williams, and he's not going to get there. For some reason, Williams playing the base of the wall on Cruz, the left-hander, and that'll fall in for a single. Poor positioning by Cruz there. Also with a bad break, he may have broke back on that ball to begin with, and Coach Wenders pops out of the dugout for a meeting on the mound. First and second, nobody out. Left-hander in the bullpen, he appears ready. And we'll see if Anderson Carey's day is done. Home plate umpire heads towards the mound to break up the meeting. And there'll be no move to the bullpen as Coach Wenders heads back to the dugout. And it's still Anderson Carey's game, who hasn't pitched bad. Texas leaguer there by Cruz. First hit he's allowed since the second inning. Correction. Strain had a hit in the previous inning. The bunt is on. Diffie pulls back on a high hard one for ball 1. Diffie singled and struck out. Nesbitt plays even with the bag at third. He'll come get the hard bunt at him. Diffie looking to execute the bunt by making him come get it. Rutledge in on the grass at first, and he's coming. Good bunt to the backhand side. Carey goes to first base. Levi Bryant covering. Another executed sac bunt by Dyersburg State. So 1 out for Darian Richards. Big spot for the shortstop for Dyersburg State. He's 0 for 1 with a sacrifice. Infield plays in to cut the run off at home as this game creeps into the latter innings. Still lefty action in the Green Jays pen. Richards takes a pitch down and away for ball 1. Brady Byers waiting on deck. The 1-0. Fastball. Belt high, outside corner. Richards didn't want that one. That's why you get 3. Anderson Carey steps off. First disengagement of this at bat. You're allowed 2. Third disengagement in an at bat is a balk. Good 2-seamer from Anderson Carey. Stands up. Darian Richards inside corner, belt high. Richards down in the count now, 1-2. Looking to put a ball in play. Breaking ball in the dirt. Nice block by Cash Money. Dyersburg State with 5 hits. Richards lifts a shallow fly ball into right field. Golf chases it down near the line as that ball drifts deeper than initially thought. And that'll play to run. And a good at bat by Darren Richards to sac fly in Braden Turner. Turner scores. RBI for Richards. 2 outs. Good play by Goff to chase that one down in right field. Byers goes after the first one up and in, fouls it over the right side. So Dyersburg State takes a 3-2 lead here, and they will do so into the 7th. Byers is plunked by a breaking ball, and he'll take first base. And that's going to do it for Anderson Carey. Coach Michael Winders makes a move, and Carey's day is done. He'll be credited with 6 2/3. Two strikeouts for Anderson Carey, surrendered 5 hits. On the hook for the 2 runners on base currently as well. Coach Winders has called on left-hander number 22, Gage Johnson. Gage, freshman 6'1" from Camden, Tennessee, played at Camden Central. His 3rd appearance on the season, 1.1 innings, 1 strikeout. Coach Winders giving Gage Johnson a chance here in a big spot as they trail 3-2. Johnson will face left-hander Holden Strain. Strain 2 for 3 on the day, and he'll have to face the lefty Johnson here. A tough ask of Holden Strain. 1st and 3rd and 2 outs. Well, Coach Going used some small ball here. Fake steal. 2-seam fastball in there, called for strike 1. Breaking ball from Johnson. Breaks off the plate. Not very sharp there. Strain seeing that one well. Spit on it early. More lefty action in the Green Jays pen. Fake steal again. Good save by Cash Money as that one in the righty batter's box in the dirt. Roll over, 3-hopper to the first baseman, Levi Bryant. He makes a sliding effort, stays in front, throws out Strain, and a good play there, his second of the day. And that helps minimize the damage for Jackson State. But Dyersburg State takes the lead 3-2 as they get a run on one hit, 2 different sacrifices in that half. Two runners left and no errors by Jackson State. Sam Barnes back out as we move to the top of the 7th. Dyersburg State up 3-2, and he'll face Dunn, Sims, and Nesbitt. Score of interest from across campus. Cleveland State leads the Dyersburg State Lady Eagles 2-1 in the top of the 4th. Dyersburg State took game 1 10-2 as Coach Dusty Rose has that bunch rolling. First pitch from Sam Barnes to Jason Dunn gets to the backstop. Slider running away from Dunn is lifted into right center field. Holden Strain handles that, and Dunn's retired. So good speed, kept off the bases.
Now batting, number 4.
Dunn now
Garrett
1 for 3. Garrick Sims in the box for the Green Jays. 1 for 3 so far today. He's popped out twice and has a single. Fastball missing down and away to Sims. Good two-seamer inside corner. Sims can't turn on that one, and a wise take there. 1-1's the count to the shortstop for the Green Jays. Closed stance. He fouls one back off to the right side. So Barnes still on the attack mode. Slow slider, breaks off the plate. No chase by Sims. Signature sidewinder pitch. Looking for a chase there. High fastball bounced to Bennett Stutz. He throws across to Guillermo Cruz. Sims is retired 4-3. 2 outs now for Gage Nesbitt. Nesbitt 0 for 3 today. He fouls the first one away. Hardy hack from Nesbitt. Slurve breaks around the plate, down and in to even the count. 1 ball, 1 strike to Gage Nesbitt. Dyersburg clinging to a 3-2 lead. Fastball dotted outside corner. Barnes doesn't get the call. Two one here with 2 outs. Barnes comes set, change up in the dirt. Slow roller to the backhand side of Jordan Williamson. He throws a long hop to Guillermo Cruz, who handles that. And Nesbitt's retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Green Jays. Dyersburg State will be back in the 8th with at least a 1-run lead as they look to add on here in the bottom of the 7th. Stutz, Williamson, and Connor Vaughn coming up for the Eagles.
For Dyersburg State, number 3, Bennett Stutz.
Bennett Stutz leads it off for Dyersburg State. He has a sacrifice, hit by pitch, and a strikeout, so officially 0 for 1 today. That two-seamer from Gage Johnson runs off the plate for ball 1. Good spot, but a better take by Stutz. Dyersburg State looking to add some insurance as they lead 3-2. Stutz lifts one to center field, back to the wall. It hits off the wall. And Stutz narrowly missing a home run there. Ball carrying a bit today here at Dyersburg State, as I didn't think Stutz caught that one that well. But a double for Bennett Stutz. Baseball God shining on him as he's played well today. Jordan Williamson facing the lefty here. Need something to the pool side to move up Bennett Stutz. And he gets it done, but smacks it up the middle. Stutz being waved home, and he'll stand up. Williamson taking second base as Fenton bobbles the ball in center. So Williamson single and an RBI. Stutz scores. Dyersburg State gets the insurance that they were asking for and looking to tack on. Second error in the game by Fenton. Connor Vaughn will be asked to do as Williamson did and hit behind the runner here. Sims tight with the runner at second. Ball gets loose from the bullpen. Time's called. Nobody out. Runner at second. Dyersburg State up 4-2. Vaughn's bunting. Coach Winders out of the dugout. Maybe asking if Vaughn was out of the box. That didn't appear to be the sack bunt variety and maybe the more of the drag bunt variety. Now, with one strike, will Vaughn be tasked with the sack bunt, or will he be allowed to swing it? A disengagement by Gage Johnson. 4-2, Dyersburg State up now. Vaughn not showing bunt. Breaking ball off the plate for ball one. Vaughn, no look of the pitch come on the wristwatch system there. So appears to be swinging away. Johnson looking to stay away from Vaughn, and he fouls one off his leg guard. Now the count 1-2. Vaughn steps out. The old bug in the eye trick. He gets time. New pitch clock. We're back to baseball. 1-2. Vaughn will shorten up a bit here. Try to get the ball behind the runner. Fastball. Misses in the righty batter's box. Not close. Double barrel action in the Green Jays pen now. The 2-2 to Vaughn. Breaking ball swung on early and missed, and Vaughn strikes out. Not the best at bat when the runner is second, nobody out, as he pulled off of that one. Vaughn now 0 for 4 today. It's catcher's turn, and that's Braden Turner. Turner smokes a line drive over the shortstop's head, and that'll be a single and an RBI. A nice at bat by Turner. Coach Winders pops out of the dugout, and we'll most likely have another pitching change as he's called on the lefty in the bullpen. So Gage Johnson's day is done. So big hit by Braden Turner. Brings in Jordan Williamson. Second time he scored today. Dyersburg State now with a 5-2 lead. Coach Winders calls on the left-hander Brian Griffin. Griffin, a freshman, 6'1", from Thompson Station, Tennessee, played at Independence High School. His 7th appearance on the season. He's thrown 2 1/3, 2 1/3, 6 hits, 10 runs, 9 earned, 5 walks, 2 strikeouts, with a lofty ERA of 34.71. So runner at first with 1 out for Guillermo Cruz. Fake steal by Braden Turner. And a called strike on a good breaking ball to start that bat of Cruz. Foul ball. And a defensive swing by Cruz on a breaking ball down and away, and he's in the hole 0-2. Turner's on the move, and a foul ball. A good spoil by Guillermo Cruz, as he doesn't like that left-on-left breaking ball. Pick to first. Turner's back. Down and away to Guillermo Cruz. A nice play by Money. Keep that ball from the backstop. Cruz spoils another one to stay alive. Runners on the move. Scooped up by Cash Money, but a stolen base by Braden Turner. Turner's played well, runs the bases well. Made it to third on a fly ball to center that was dropped by Fenton back in the first, or his first at bat, I should say. Another breaking ball down and away to Cruz, and he's gone from 0-2 to 3-2. Always a good at bat. The 3-2 to Cruz. Fastball dotted down and away, and Cruz is rung up. Great pitch. Coach Winters pops out of the dugout, and we'll have another pitching change. So Brian Griffin does his job. He comes in and pitches a third, gets a strikeout. So it'll be runner at second and 2 outs for Wyatt Diffie. Coach Winters has called on right-hander Trent Stewart, 6'3" freshman from Southside High School in Jackson, Tennessee. Interesting matchup here, as expert spotter Caleb Fike informs me that both Stewart and Wyatt Diffie prepped it together at Southside High School. So an interesting matchup here for these two young men. So 2 outs. Diffie looking to extend the inning. Darren Richards will be next if he can move the line. Stewart, his 5th appearance, 4 innings pitched, 5 hits, 4 runs, 3 earned, 5 walks, 4 strikeouts with a 6.75 ERA. First pitch to Wyatt Diffie, fastball inside corner, called a strike. Surprised Diffie a bit there as that one stood him up. Dyersburg State looking for conference win number 6 and creeping closer to that 500 mark. Fastball, belt high, called a strike. And Diffie confused on the check swing or the call, but that pitch appeared to be at the belt, right down the middle. 0-2 now as the two Southside teammates battle. Swing and a miss, and a 3-pitch strikeout for Trent Stewart. But 2 runs for Dyersburg State on 3 hits, 1 error, and a runner left. Dyersburg State widens the lead 5-2. We'll move to the top of the 8th as Dyersburg State 6 outs away, and they'll be tasked to get out Rutledge, Goff, and Fenton as Sam Barnes is back on the mound. First pitch from Sam Barnes to the first baseman Rutledge is bounced to Darian Richards, and he handles that one, throws across to Cruz. One pitch, one out.
Now batting, number 2, Jace Golf.
Nobody stirring in the Dyersburg State bullpen. Right-hander Jace Goff, who banged into the wall in right field earlier in the game, toughed it out. He takes strike one at the belt. Barnes, a strike-throwing machine, continues to get soft contact and miss the barrel. Breaking ball clips the front thigh of Goff, and he's on base for the second time.
Now batting, number 8,
Goff,
James Benton.
1 for 3 on the day. He's flown out, popped out, singled and hit by a pitch. That'll bring in James Fenton. He's 3 for 3 today. Dyersburg State yet to retire him. Pick to first, and it's thrown away. That'll be an error on Barnes. Up by 3. Not sure you need to use your best pickoff move right there, and that'll cost him an error and 90 feet. So 1 out with a runner on second now. Bender down and away. Good play by Turner. Fastball dotted knee high outside corner from Sam Barnes. Quality pitch there. No offer from Fenton, and the count's even. 1 ball, 1 strike here with 1 out. Top of the 8th. Dyersburg State 5 outs away. 2 hopper to Bennett Stutz. Fenton's finally retired for the first time today.
Now batting, number 23,
2 outs for Lionel Williams. Swinging a foul tip into the catcher's mitt. Strike 1 on Lionel Williams. Barnes 1 pitch away from getting to the 9th inning with a lead for Dyersburg State. The 0-1 misses up and away. Barnes from the set, takes a deep breath. Another 2-seamer down and away. Count even. Count 2-1 now. Turner sets up a bit on the inside corner with a breaking ball in the lefty batter's box. Barnes appears to be rushing a bit here. The 3-1 coming here with 2 outs. Fastball. Called a ball below the knee. And Lionel Williams draws a 2-out walk. On 1st and 3rd, Coach Cooper Going pops out of the dugout. We'll have a meeting on the mound. And a pinch hitter. No action in the Dyersburg State bullpen. So it appears to be Sam Barnes all the way at this point. Coach Michael Winders goes to his Deep bench. Several players listed on the roster. He'll call on number 10. That's John Carlos Alamo.
Now batting, number 10, John Carlos Alamo.
Alamo hitting 200 on the season. Fouls the first one back. That one in on the hands. He has 10 at-bats. Five RBIs. Bender down and away. Alamo from Puerto Rico. Freshman, 5'10", a pick to first. Williams is back. Barnes comes set. Dots the inside corner. Alamo can't pull the trigger. And he's in the hole, 1-2. So big pitch coming from Sam Barnes. Can he minimize here and get the Eagles in the dugout? Slider locks up the pinch hitter, Alamo, and he's rung up on strikes. A great job by Sam Barnes to put up another 0. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 2 runners left. Dyersburg State will take the lead in the top of the 9th. Richards, Byers, and Strain in the bottom of the 8th for Dyersburg State when we come back. Darren Richards will lead us off here in the bottom of the 8th. Dyersburg State up 5-2. First pitch dotted on the outside corner from Trent Stewart. Strike 1. Dyersburg State Lady Eagles up 8-2 currently in the softball action. Jackson State 2 runs, 8 hits, 1 error. That's looking at Dyersburg State's game changer. I have 2 errors alone credited to the center fielder, Fenton. Dyersburg State, 5 runs, 8 hits, 2 errors. Bouncing ball back to Stewart. And Richards is retired. 1 out for Brady Byers. First pitch to Brady Byers, missing for ball 1. Foul ball back to the backstop. Byers 0 for 1 as he's reached base twice via the walk and hit by pitch. Breaking ball down and away, gets to the backstop. Byers in a plus count here now with 2-1 count. The 2-1 is rolled over to the shortstop, Garrick Sims. Long throw across. And a nice play there, deep in the 6 hole. Byers grounds out. He's 0 for 2 today. Two outs for Holden Strain. He shows bunt, pulls back for ball 1. Austin Wilson has taken over the catching duties behind the plate for Jackson State. That pitch up and in, nearly clipped Strain. Strain 2 for 4 today. Lays off a high, hard one. He's ahead in the count 3-0. Dyersburg State sweeps the doubleheader in softball action, 10-2 in game 2. Dyersburg State second in the conference in softball in league standings. Strain goes backside through the 6 hole. He's on base again. Dyersburg State Lady Eagles now 19-7 on the season. Three for 5 on the day is Holden Strain, and we'll see if he'll try to steal a base. Strain 10 of 14 on stolen base attempts with 2 outs. Will he be running? He's not running. Breaking ball clips the front elbow of Bennett Stutz, and another good at bat for Bennett Stutz.
Now batting number 14, Jordan Williamson.
Stutz 1 for 2 today. Been on base 3 times and has executed a sacrifice. So a good day for that young man in the 2 spot. That gives Jordan Williamson a chance with 2 outs. Good matchup here. Strain dancing around at second. Fastball dotted outside corner for strike 1. Williamson coming into the day hitting .324. Williamson 2 for 4 on the day, 3 RBIs, 2 runs scored. He's accounted for all 5 of the Eagles' runs. That pitch missing up and away, breaking ball that didn't break. So Williamson will be setting dead red here. If he can get a pitch he likes, look out baseball. Two-seamer runs off the plate. Stewart being careful with Williamson. Another pitch, not competitive at all, and Stewart very well may be pitching around Jordan Williamson. Right-handed action in the Green Jays bullpen. Stewart gets a sign from the catcher. The 3-1, the daylight play is on. Strains back in time, but just barely. Nice play by pitcher and the shortstop, and good timing there. Connor Vaughn waiting on deck. Williamson draws a 2-out walk. Another good at bat by that young man. So bases loaded. Pitching coach Clayton Gant pops out of the dugout. Former USJ standout. Quick meeting on the mound. The umpire will break that one up. So from the line is Trent Stewart with the bases loaded. Connor Vaughn lifts one down the left field line. He's late and fouls that one off. Another foul ball lifted down the left field line. Drops foul out of the reach of Lionel Williams, who's playing extraordinarily deep on the lefty. The 0-2 here with 2 outs. The base is loaded. High fastball. No chase by Connor Vaughn. A hit here will likely put this game out of reach as Dyersburg State's up 5-2. One-two breaking ball in the dirt. Gets past the new catcher, Austin Wilson. And a wild pitch. Plates hold and strain. So Dyersburg State with an extra insurance run and now lead 6-2. Connor Vaughn worked the count to 1-2. Fastball, letter high. And Vaughn is rung up. And that ends the 8th. So Vaughn 0 for 5 today. He'll look to get off the snide tomorrow. That is, if Sam Barnes can shut the door here in the top of the 9th. Dyersburg State gets 2 runs on 1 hit. 2 errors, or correction, no errors, and 2 runners left. Bryant, Dunn, and Sims for Jackson State here in the top of the 9th as Dyersburg State looks to take game 1 of this conference weekend series. Here we go, top of the 9th. Sam Barnes
Now batting number 7.
looking to close it out. Barnes would be the winning pitcher as he came in with the game tied at 2. First two-seamer in there for a called strike to Levi Bryant. Fastball downstairs, no swing, says the first base umpire. Breaking ball, fouled off of Braden Turner. The home plate umpire will give him a sec. Sweeper popped up to shallow right field. Stutz gives chase. Byers calls him off. The Green Jays down to their final 2 outs.
Back to the top of the order for the Green Jays, number 24, Jason Dunn.
12 o'clock start time tomorrow. 2 sevens here at Dyersburg State. I'll be covering softball tomorrow as well. Two-seam fastball in on the hands of Dunn. Called a ball. Next pitch in there to even the count. 1-1 as Barnes keeps pumping strikes. Dunn singled, stole 2 bases, scored a run in the first, and hasn't done anything since. Reached on a hit by pitch, that is, as he grounds out to Bennett Stutz, and the Green Jays down to their final out.
Now batting number 4, Garrett Sims.
1 for 4 on the day is done. And that could be his final at bat today if Barnes handles business here. Garrick Sims, 1 for 4 on the day, and he rolls over to Darian Richards, throws across to Cruz, and that's a winner. So congrats to Coach Cooper Going and staff and the Dyersburg State Eagles as they win 6-2. They move to 12-16 on the season and 6-7 in conference play. Jackson State falls to 6-19 and 1-12 in conference. We'll have more baseball, softball action here on the campus of Dyersburg State. Tomorrow, weather's supposed to be beautiful. Come join us, folks. If you can't join us, watch us here online. We thank you for following us. Dyersburg State takes it 6-2. Thanks for joining us. This is David Ray signing off.